At the risk of sounding overly patriotic, I keep my right hand over my swollen heart forever as I pledge my allegiance to my homegirls. There's a country inside of sisterhood that is solar powered by, okay, sis, I got you, sis. I love you, sis. A country inside of sisterhood that you can't get to, be it by plane, boat, car, money, walk, run, no. You who does not take this pledge seriously will never locate this nation on a map. There is a world where women of color and all of our Black, brown, Asian, indigenous, gold-dusted goodness can breathe without the pressure of patriarchal racism tickling the hair on the backs of our necks, gazing at our chests, speaking over us with nothing smarter to say than what we have been saying for centuries. And that's okay. No one but homegirls, but sisters would believe me if I told them that Homegirl Nation is who I'm indigenous to. That college gave me a few degrees, but what it really gave me were lifetime loves whose sisterhood has sustained me over half my life. Homegirl Nation is who I'm indigenous to. Milk tea with boba is the national drink. Late night kick-its, holiday potlucks, a feast fit for all of our gods pulsating across the Pacific to every nation in Oceania and in Asia that gave us Homegirl Nation. Homegirl Nation is who I'm indigenous to. That when I say the motherland, I mean my own mother first, and every woman who made me in the militancy of the matriarchy, who villaged me in the fire that could not burn them, who fled by boat to escape the war, because Warson reminds us that sometimes the water is safer than the land, and women know to trust their instincts more than they trust the government. Our women know how to cook plenty, feed all, eat last, and live forever. So I trust no one more than I trust the hands of women who would wash my feet with their sweat if it means I can live to fight another day for our promised freedom. I trust no one more than I trust women of color, more than I trust us. When I say home, what I mean is that everywhere my girl's finna be is where I laid my head to rest, be it your couch or your love, your hands or your fight. I know my body to be safest when held in the arms of women who have seen the marrow inside of my unhealed trauma and did not flinch. Women who bring me flowers before, during, and after the 5150 hold. Sisters who show me the water as to say, you are easy to love, Terisa, despite what the trauma says when we're not around to remind you otherwise. Outside of here is chaos that will be there tomorrow. I have time to fight with white women and men on Twitter later this week if I want to. There's a pandemic sweeping the world, one where I want to punch every racist in the face for their xenophobic ignorance, a global crisis that tells us that to stay safe, we must wash our hands and keep our distance, and yet here we are, defiantly feasting on each other's mana, Kamayan style, freshly cleaned hands grabbing at what the culture protects in our palms, at what our ancestors recipeed for us with their resilience. There is no such thing as something that can kill us if homegirls never really die. Homegirl Nation is not a country. In fact, it's not anything I can actually name in this lifetime. And that's not the point of loving anything this fiercely. You don't have to name that which leaves you speechless at the mere thought of her face. How sometimes I love y'all more than I love myself, or rather, I love myself because I've loved the village, I've loved all of you. Homegirl Nation is not for the conquering. It has no borders. There are no detention centers for those who are not from here. No prisons for anyone who could possibly commit a crime worthy enough for a cage. Homegirl Nation could never hold anyone captive, which is to say, Homegirl Nation is freedom. It is no wonder I feel most like myself when I'm with all of you. You, the greatest love worth living for. You, the only anthem I know the lyrics to by heart. The one I sing when I want to feel free, when I want to be free. You, the freedom song. You, the song I sing.